Real quick, bring it over to the trenches.
The trenches, there ain't no more trenches. Them trenches been cleared out.
Y'all designated your piece to be the one. Y'all should have, you bitch, you should have helped her.
Shut up.
You know them jokes was weak as hell.
Shut up.
Dominique.
Y'all just out there laughing at that lady on mute.
Shut up before I put my dark side in your face.
What's that word?
Nothing, just packed some old hoes up.
Who you packed up, friend?
Nah, I ain't packed no old hoes. Mouth did. And Tori.
Speaking of dark side in your face, hey, Bussy.
Who's she talking to?
Dark side in your face, what that mean?
Who's she talking to?
This the new Bussy. The house of Bussy.
Damn, who's she talking to?
I think she talking about you, Tana.
You know what the fuck I'm talking to.
Who got dark spots?
That's compression.
But what up, Fox?
Like, girl, if I'm outside watching my nigga on the grill, I'm back in. I'm fixing another bottle of glass of wine.
You popping pills and drinking alcohol. You're so
you
Ain't no nigga over there on
You're
your
so responsible.
Tell him your piece.
Ain't no nigga over there right now.
That bitch named Pizza, but she bring hell. This crazy. What's up, fashion? This bitch named Pizza bring.
If you was with a nigga on Valentine's Day, he should still be there, bitch.
Oh
He
my
should
God.
still be there on Sunday night, bitch.
Do you got a ring?
He should still be there, bitch.
Do you got a ring?
Fuck that, it don't matter.
I'm not so sure that is the truth.
Maybe it's what they've done.
Like you said, hold on. Just like you said, you don't have to be halakhically Jew because Hitler didn't even understand these things. In fact, not once did he ever mention them. I haven't seen him once mention who they are. Not once did he mention the Torah and the Talmud and any of the teachings from within. His issue was with the communists, which it just so happened that the Jews swelled the rank of the communists. So I'm not really sure it is about who they are as much as it is about what they do.
Sure,
That's
but I can steelman your argument and make a much stronger point.
Go ahead. Well, before you go ahead, the second point that I disagree with.
I can steelman your argument and make a much stronger point.
Most of those in the camps were not even Jews, and at the same time, I don't think all Jews were sent to camps. I think some of them were in ghettos, and they remained there.
Sure, but they sent, what was it, like 11, yes, of course you disagree with it, what was it, like 11 million people in their care had perished? So sure.
11 million people overall? Well, I'm not sure.
Yes, overall.
Overall what? 11 million?
Died in the hands of the Germans, being in camps.
In the camps? Yeah,
Well, I mean, Disney have that numbers and say it makes
all right, you guys
no fucking sense.
Okay, sure. That's fine. Now, if I was going to play devil's advocate and steelman, I would say look at political violence in Germany. So you can actually
million.
Shut the fuck up! I'm making a fucking point.
11 million.
I want him to
shut up.
Fucking 5 years.
Shut up,
It's not even mathematically possible.
dude.
Man, Mr. Anderson,
So
hold on a
fucking
second.
retarded.
I want him to steelman it because I'm genuinely curious. This is my concern. If you can steelman it, dude, you changed my mind. So go ahead.
So German. Look at German political violence, Weimar Republic or pre-World War II. And it was between the far left and before the Nazis took power, their government was largely conservative. So it was basically had the far right and the far left. Now, when you go there, all right, it'll give you the name of all the different organizations. It'll give you the name of all of the leaders. It'll give you early life section, and there'll be Jewish in every single one of the leaders' names.
Of the Weimar Republic?
Yes.
Okay.
The far leftist, radical left organizations were all led by Jews in Germany. That is something that, I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. It is what it was. Now, you did have The optics look very bad. I'm not going to give you that. And if we look at when you have a red wave of Bolshevism, you see what they're doing. The body counts.
People would say like,
how they're
steamrolling
countries and just
frogs and fish and birds and all these different things. So if you can collapse.
Oh, if bugs died, the Earth would in total death.
Exactly, and this is the big concern that we're facing.
So you could create a fungus on accident that eats chitin, and the bugs all die.
I just came from that room. It's boring.
Exactly, and here's the problem: you have no clue, and you can't predict how this future technology
or a fungus that replicates just off of carbon dioxide and oxygen, which is what Interstellar is about. That's what they're really worried about. That goes back to the Andromeda strain. I mean, they've known this for a while. Is my point. So what do we do? Trump's worried about nuclear weapons prohibition, which I'm totally about disarmament. Everybody did it. This is a trillion times more dangerous. This is Promethean fire.
Oh, absolutely. This is probably one of the most catastrophic risks or threats that faces humanity and the United States. And we need to be at the forefront of it.
No, Elon's right. We got to go type 1 now in case we blow the Earth up. Everybody keeps saying, "Oh, we're like Neil deGrasse Tyson. Why do you care about getting off world? We got to save this. We save it by we got to expand right now. This is we're too powerful. We are Atlantis. Whether Atlantis existed or not, Dr. Huff, the story of it with the technology that blows the island up, we're there. I mean, we're there. I mean, we obviously, you always duplicate. That's what life's about. You got to distribute it. Do you agree with Elon Musk's plan to try to go type 1 civilization immediately?
Well, I do believe that it is very important for scientific discovery, and it does give humanity way out. I mean, if you do look at the Earth's history, whether it's an asteroid or some other catastrophe, it is important to get off this rock and try to colonize other parts of space. If we don't, human life will come to an end at some point.
Elaborate on that, because this is such a no-brainer, and Musk is attacked for this. Before Musk ever said it, I'm sure he said it before, I didn't see it. I've been saying this for 30 years on air. You can't put your eggs all in one basket. Everything is about innovation, trailblazing, maverick spirit, pioneering. Elaborate on that.
Yeah, so it's mainly about risk, like a portfolio. I look at it from like a risk portfolio. Like say that you have a bunch of investments on Wall Street. You don't want to put all your eggs into one basket. And so we're stuck all in these on Earth, which is our basket. Okay, and if you look back through the historical record, there's been a number of extinction events, asteroids,
whole ships, comets. Yeah.
Yeah, and so pandemics could be one of those. It could be human nuclear winter caused by nuclear warfare. The only way to actually mitigate this risk effectively over an infinite time scale is to expand across the universe and try to colonize other places.
And then it ends resource wars because it's unlimited.
Well, along with this, so if you're also pushing the space race, so to speak, and you're investing in all this different space technology, oftentimes you develop other products to solve and engineer other products to solve problems that you didn't think of. And the one that they used to use from the 70s all the time was Velcro. So they had a problem in space where things would float around and they couldn't keep in place. So they invented Velcro so they could stick a wrench to the side of the spacecraft and it wouldn't move. Well, Velcro then is now used in all sorts of different applications. There's 3M has this awesome industrial Velcro, which can hold like 100, 200 pounds. I've used it myself. But that was a technology that was not planned. It wouldn't have been thought of unless we were engaged in the space.
Bottom line is we need new challenges for innovation and competition. We have to have it.
Oh, absolutely. By pressing through this space race and getting to Mars, it will actually push what it means to be what it means to be an American. I'm very proud of the United States investment into programs like SpaceX and Starlink. But it's also going to be critical for human survival over thousands of years, hundreds of thousands of years. However, we can push it. Nobody knows. Of course, we don't know when the next.
If we go interplanetary, interstellar, we're going to survive. I mean, that's the big fork in the road. We've got to do that. I mean, that's.
I don't see I don't think it's impossible that. Or let me rephrase that. I think we're going to get to Mars. I think Elon Musk is going to bring us there. I think this the technology that will be developed to make that happen could bring all sorts of advancements to material science and also new types of energy and travel. You know, in the physics literature, you know, they talk about, you want to talk about UFOs and that kind of thing. They talk about gravity drives. You know, it checks out on paper. You know, if you go look at the math, and I'm not a physicist, but I know enough to read through some of the equations and what they talk about and understand it. It looks like these types of things are possible. So as Elon keeps pushing the international, I should say the global or the interplanetary space race, good things are going to come of it.
And I've looked at the numbers, and it's more of an art than a science, but how far we've come from the Wright brothers 100 and something years ago to now, we're like 98% there. It's like you got to go big though, and it's done.
Yeah, and I keep on actually making the same argument with biotechnology. So there's a lot of people that are really concerned with new biological products in this synthetic biology field. So if you look back over the past, 200 years, we have made tremendous advancements in biotechnology. Now with the fusion of AI and other types of advanced science and technology, microprocessing improving, AI on the chip's going to be a thing soon. With all these advancements, it's really going to push the envelope of synthetic biology. We might get to the point where we can have fully synthetic, but biological replacement tissues. So skin, eyeballs. I mean, you can really get creative with the different kinds of things. You think, Well,
as an example, my Achilles is totally gone because I waited too long 10 years ago when it started to tear. And I waited. It's all gone now. And they're like, even if we get a cadaver from China, it's going to be hard now. And I mean, I could literally lose my leg. It's bad, folks. I'm still hiking and everything. It's just going out because all the other stuff's going out now because that's totally gone now. The legs, now the foot is numb. Electricity shoots through it. But yeah, I morally don't want to take. They might have killed some person, so I won't do it. But so that I'm waiting. I would love if they could just grow me into tendon.
Well, I think that day is coming, and I think it's probably closer to the future, closer to the present than it is out in the future. And I can definitely see within 5 to 6 years that synthetic tissues start to be commercially adopted and available. Within probably 10 to 15 to 20 years, I think that there's a great potential for things like organs to be able to be purchased, and for people that might need a replacement liver or a kidney, and then maybe one day they can get to more complex things like ear tissues, inner workings of ears and eyes. I mean, I think that's possible.
Please don't scroll.
Guess what? We're not going to get there if we keep blowing all our money on failed mRNA technology that causes cancer.
Well, that's my point. And there's two big debates here. Sorry, go ahead.
And this is really the crux of the problem here. If you look at what Doge is doing and why Elon's pushing Doge and why that's so important is that we need to quit spending money on stupid things that are wasteful, that work against American interests, and take our scarce resources and invest them into the things that are our future. The United States historically was the leader in producing technology. That's why we're more advanced and we have such a prosperous society. And the only way that we're going to continue that trajectory and get back ahead of a country like China, because I think we that China might actually be taking the lead in a lot of these areas, is to get our budget in check and make smart and wise investments and only focus on the things that are great threats or risks, at least in terms of a biological perspective to national security.
I totally agree. And they call that disruptive technology. Well, not letting technology grow, paying $15 million to study shrimp on treadmills is going to get us killed. And there's a lot of schools of thought with global warming and the Carnegie Endowment, the plan for peace to dumb us down in the human cycle to stop war. And all it did was just make us uncompetitive and turn us into blobs. That's where we are now. We're trying to get off that system, go back to the Renaissance. But there's really two schools of thoughts within the system right now. And the real one that's in power still, Trump's only partially pushed them out, is they want to discredit technology and discredit civilization, crash it for everybody else so it makes it dangerous, and only have it in very small laboratory, city-state systems. That's actually in their own writings, because they are threatened by the Promethean Atlantis moment. But, to me, that's why you've got to put it into space and do the things that are dangerous further out. We need to just go ahead and turn it on high and just blast everything out there. They clearly, and I know this from my own understanding before they did it, but then in the SPARS 2025-2028 document that came out 2 years before as a war game out of the CIA, that's who really funded it, we know, they predict that the shot will come out and hurt people and discredit the system and cause this lack of faith. They want to collapse. So these are actually troglodytes that are actually sabotaging civilization while they pretend they're for it. I think that's really the big secret they don't want us to know. Shilajit is incredible. It's on record. It's not debatable. Go research what is in Shilajit. But it's naturally occurring, and all deposits are not the same. The Shilajit we've got is hands down the cleanest, the purest, and the best. Ladies and gentlemen, get your Shilajit now at realalexjones.com. Shilajit is recognized throughout the world, and for thousands of years,
is to get our budget in check and make.
Hey, MJ, how are you doing? Is it Amanda or MJ?
It's Amanda, but I go by both MJ or Amanda.
Hey, this is John. Nice to say hello. How are you doing?
Hey, yeah, I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. I'm just having a nice evening at home, relaxing. What are you up to?
I am finishing packing. I need to pack all of my work stuff and everything else that I need for 2 weeks. This was not supposed to be a 2-week trip, so everything had to be adjusted.
Oh, yeah, well, it's a good time to go to Puerto Rico, right?
1 second, you're breaking up pretty bad. Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, what did you say?
I said it's a good time to go to Puerto Rico.
Not sure if it's my phone or if it's yours.
Let me just pick up the phone. Can you hear me now?
There we go, yeah.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I was just saying it's a good time to go to Puerto Rico.
Yes, I'm not upset about being in Puerto Rico with all this yeah, it's for work. I will definitely try to take advantage of some exploring time out there. I haven't really had an opportunity to do a whole lot of exploring. The longest I've stayed out there for work was a week, and I've had like just a weekend to kind of play around. Well, not even just like 1 day to kind of play around. So I went to like a national park out there, did some hiking, but that's about it. And some beaches. I mean, of course, my hotel was right out on the beach, but yeah, it's not. It's. I don't think I'd ever spend my own money to go to Puerto Rico. It's just not my kind of vibe. But I'm not complaining at all.
Yeah. Are you more of a skiing person, or do you like the beaches, or do you like beach?
Oh, I love beaches. Yeah, I love the beaches. I just to spend the money to go to Puerto Rico is I feel like the money could be better spent going somewhere, even hell, even Florida, like have prettier beaches than Puerto Rico does. But I mean, I'm glad I've experienced it. But I'm also very glad I didn't spend my own money because it's just underwhelming and it's kind of like trashy. Like not
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't. I mean, I've never been there, so but I'll take your word. I've heard it's
Yeah, I mean it's fun. It was it's always a decent time when I go. I just they do have some of the best vegan food I've ever eaten. Like they perfected vegan food out there. But that was the highlight of my trip last time. Was the vegan food.
Do you know what the difference is between Cuban food and Puerto Rican food?
Different people eat with it.
I mean, I've had like Cuban food, which has been amazing, but I can't remember ever seeing like a Puerto Rican restaurant, and if there is any actual culinary difference between like I guess Caribbean island, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I know like mofongo is their, it's like their Puerto Rican staple is like mofongo. I'm not a fan of it.
I
I
don't
don't
know what
care
it is.
for it too much.
So you live out in Wheaton, huh?
I do.
Wow, I used to be in the army, and I was in this amazing guy. He was from Wheaton. He went to Wheaton University, I think. He was super Christian.
Yeah, it's my luck that I ended up in the most Bible thumping burb of Chicago. I don't know how I ended up here. It was sight unseen, so I just needed a place to stay, and it was close enough to my office when I first moved here. So, and I I ended up here and trying to make the best of it. It's not a bad little town. It is very, very Christian. I hate these apartments. They're trash. So, yeah. Chicago's really fun though. I really do enjoy going out to the city. It's only like 45 minutes away. It's not that far.
Yeah. I live out by O'Hare, like Northwest Side, Jefferson Park.
Okay, I'm not familiar with where everything is at, but um,
Are you flying out of Midway or O'Hare?
I'm sorry.
Tomorrow, are you flying Midway or O'Hare?
O'Hare.
Oh.
Yeah, I've only flown O'Hare. I've never been.
So, where are you from originally again?
I was
Texas?
born. Well, yeah, I was born in Albuquerque, and we lived in Vegas until I was about 11 before moving to Houston. But then I stayed in. I lived in Houston for 7 years before I moved to Colorado like 3 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And then I've just been traveling for work, so I went to Colorado, and then I lived in Georgia, and I lived in Kentucky, and now I'm here.
Wow. My mother lives in Albuquerque. My grandmother.
Oh, does she? Oh, okay. Yeah, New Mexico's a beautiful place.
Yeah, it's pretty. I find it very peaceful there.
Yeah, I do. I always tell people like if you're like a sunset or sunrise person, oh man, you'll see some of the most beautiful skies you've ever seen in your life there. Like it really is unlike it's a different sky, it's a different world out there. It's just gorgeous.
The hot air balloon stuff is pretty funny. I mean, it's fun. We did that like last year. We went to that international hot air balloon siesta or whatever it is.
Mm.
It was pretty cool seeing them do all those hot air balloons and do the big burnouts. It was yeah, like you said,
Yeah,
it's the sunsets really.
yeah. It's I love it. I love going. Yeah, October is usually the hot air balloon festival. Oh, excuse me. Um, and it's always like I've been when I was little, but um, as an adult, it's just so much more interesting. Literally, well, not I'm not watching it sometimes. Show.
So you are those your three dogs? I mean, you have a dog rescue not charity or something, or what do you do with dogs?
Yes, those are my three dogs and my profile. And yes, when I lived in Houston, I founded it's a dog rescue called This Is Houston. Um, and when I left Houston, 10. I had done dog rescue for 15 years. Not just like on the side, not like I've spent tons of my own money on dog rescue, but that was one of the reasons why I started my nonprofit, was because I could start, you know, accepting donations and not have to, you know, use my own money to rescue these dogs. And so yeah, so that was like a couple of years in, and then I hit a breaking point, and I just needed to rest my brain and my heart. It's really not for the faint of heart. Rescue is absolutely, you see some really, really horrible things. So when I left Houston, I handed over the rescue to my other board members and took a break, and now I'm back. So doing things from, you know, we've rearranged some things that enable us to not be as hands-on. Well, me in particular, not to be as hands-on as I was when I was in Houston. I mean, when I lived in Houston, I was crawling under houses to rescue dogs at 3 o'clock in the morning and working a full-time job and taking care of a family. So, and you know, it was stressful to say the least. So, but now it's great. Everything is kind of readjusted, and it works for everybody. And you know, we've grown tremendously. So we've got a bunch of different volunteers in different areas, and it's a good thing. Yeah. So I run our adoption coordination team.
Do you have kids?
I have one daughter.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she still lives in Houston. She's 23. She goes to school and
Oh wow.
out there. Yeah, so it's just me and the few boys.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, I like dogs. I don't have a dog, but no, I don't have any kids. No kids, but you know, I want to foster a dog, so there's a shelter near my house, and I'm like always looking to see which dog I'm gonna go over there one day and be like, okay, I'm ready to fill out the application.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, Paws Chicago is actually a really great organization if you're ever interested, or if some reason you can't foster through the shelter that's near. Well, I'm not sure if Paws Chicago is the shelter that you're talking about, but
No, it's something on Elston out in the northwest side by me, but I think I'm gonna do it in like June because
yeah.
I have a sailboat at Montrose Harbor and there's a dog park there. So I figure it'd be like a good time to shelter and then, you know, maybe try to find a new owner for the dog or something.
Yeah. Well, good for you.
Yeah, because it's like you got to market the dog, and then maybe if the dog is, you know, has behavioral problems or something, I can help calm it down, help calm the dog down.
Yeah, that's a lot of the issues. Well, I mean, This Is Houston was started because, like, I rescued dogs independently for the majority of my rescue career, if you will. If you want to call it a career. But you know, without like 501(c)(3) backing, outside of other rescues that would help me. But that really is like, This Is Houston was started primarily because I was like, there has to be something. Like, we're just putting a band-aid on the issue. So really, This Is Houston was started because I was trying to get out in front of the issue, and I, you know, spoke in front of city council. I actually, the mayor at the time was Mayor Turner, and there was a gentleman, Tony Bugsby, that ran against him, and we actually ran his campaign with him, Tony Bugsby, against Mayor Turner, because he was really trying to change things for the dogs as well. But there's just really no regulations. There's not, you know, breeding regulations, and you know, she and I used to just rescue independently together, but there was a post on Facebook that she posted and it went viral. And it was not even about like pictures. It was multiple dogs in the street, garage of different areas and incidents, like 4 pictures, and it went viral. And all over the country just saying it's not true. Like you guys are lying. And I'm like, why would we lie about that? Like this is literally the shit that we're seeing every day. And so we started hashtagging This Is Houston every time we would post about a dog, every time we rescued a dog, every time, we just started hashtagging This Is Houston, This Is Houston, This Is Houston. And that's when I was like, we need to start our own rescue. And my board member Laura and I started it, and then I brought her on, and then her boyfriend, life partner, whatever the hell it is, they both joined on, and so we three were board members, and we came back. We still do, like but in the beginning we really we saved a ton of dogs, so.
Well, dogs are fun, but they are exhausting. I like to think, dog is like God backwards, so there's something, divine about really everything, but like dogs and cats, and, there's something special, psychological even, about dogs and cats, and how we interact with them or how they live their lives, or symbiotically or parasitically, or, love, really, because many people have such a special bond and relationship with their dog that they can never even really find with another human. So,
No, absolutely. I 100% agree with you. Like the bond that I have with my dog, I will never find in a human because it's unconditional. I feel like humans don't really understand unconditional love, the way that dogs do. It's that agape love, right?
yeah.
That just ties into dog spelled backwards. It's God is agape love. All of that, right? Like it ties in together. Um, so, and they're so innocent. Like the reason why we have the problems that we have with unneutered, dogs or unfixed dogs and cats is because of humans. We did this to them. So it's, for so many years, I took the burden on everybody else, and trying to save these dogs. And that's, my scream from the beginning has always been, well, if we just stop rescuing, if every rescue in America would stop rescuing for a week, FCC officials would have no choice but to come up with a solution on their own. But the thing is the truth is there's an ugly, corrupt side to rescue too, and there's a lot of bitches out there that are scamming the system. And for money, and I mean it's human nature because there's been illegal and everything, right? So like you've got teams like my team where we are literally blood, sweat, and tears trying to save these dogs, and then there are stories that pop up about other teams that are hoarding dogs and they're living in their own feces, and
Yeah.
donations are being spent on purses and personal things, and these dogs are being neglected. So there's no regulation. There's no regulation in rescue either. Anybody can certify rodent free rescue.
Yeah, they just arrested this doctor downtown. She put her dog in a plastic box and was apparently going to have it die in that plastic box, but she was being evicted, so the landlord's maid, the cleaning lady, uncovered the box with the dying dog, and luckily they saved the dog. But they arrested her, and she posted bail. But really bad PR for you if you're a doctor. She may have to move to another state or something. I know. I feel like that's the thing. It's like even if you become a successful doctor, sometimes you may have mental health problems, or you could be a psychotic. I mean, or you could have neurogenerative decay, or you could have like early onset dementia, Alzheimer's. So it's like who know. I mean, clearly she's having problems, but maybe she's drowning in medical debt or college debt.
Maybe. Maybe. I've heard crazier things than that, so I don't put it past anybody.
Yeah, I wonder if I mean I'm just like trying to get into the mind of somebody that does that because like they must get some sick perverse dopamine feedback from being
Yeah.
so disgusting. Like I mean you could easily find that dog, sanctuary, but like they choose to essentially decide to torture it.
Yeah, I don't understand.
It's very strange. Sad.
The worst of worst in people by doing animal rescue. I have stories upon stories upon stories about how I found the conditions that dogs have been in I found, which has really like jaded my whole outlook on like on humans. It really has.
It's kind of true. Yeah.
It really has. It's unwinding from 15 years of dog rescue and seeing how utterly cruel humans actually really are. Um, it took a lot of therapy and a lot of um, alone time to just really reprogram my thinking. Um, because it really is it, it's not for the faint of heart. It really isn't. You see some really, really awful things that humans do to these animals.
Yeah, I mean, because then there's levels above that where they may, it's like you can look at the news. There's this app called Breaking News, and like I see all these like murders and deaths that like you don't see maybe in like Sun Times or Tribune or other things, and it's like, yikes! Like, oh my gosh, this mother just murdered her three children. And, it's like, you just see things where you're just like, I can't believe this. Can't believe it. It's just so shocking, but it's with the dogs and the anyways, it's just magnitude, but it's like it's pretty much, all the same thing. If you're going to do that to a dog, it's like anyways, it's just sad that people can't figure out a way, to essentially save themselves.
Yeah, that's really what it boils down to, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna post a link to 153news.net. Watch this video. It's about the government psyops. 153news.net.
construct?
Okay.
Isn't that just being from a part of? Isn't being that being?
Tell us.
Oh my God!
It is.
You're going too far. You're going.
Chinese is a social
I'm
construct.
just asking you why gender,
social
why you
construct,
believe it
it's
for
society,
gender, but you don't believe for other things.
No, I thought being Chinese was a person being born in China.
No, that's not the
society,
criteria. That's not the criteria.
It's a system, yeah.
That's not the criteria. of
That's
being
not the
Chinese.
criteria.
I like the question Shigabel is asking. What identities are changeable by self-identifications and which ones are not? And why what, just defend your answer. Why is this identity of gender or this category gender the only thing that someone's proclamation is enough to switch them into a different category? We don't do that in any other aspect of life. Can you think of any other aspect of life, Nathan, where
We do that with
someone's
race.
self-proclamation makes them into that thing?
We
Yes,
do that with race.
yes, your
No,
name.
we don't do that with race.
No, your
Yes, we
name.
do.
No,
No,
but
your name.
naming is not
Yes.
a category.
You wait.
Yes.
Listen, in America,
Hold on.
Supercharged as quick as possible.
in
Of
America,
assassination.
listen, in
Before
America,
they
there
shot
are
him.
people who aren't black, they're mixed, and we call them black in America. There you go.
That's not what I mean. That's not what I'm asking you.
I know that's not what you mean because it beats your argument. That's the point.
That point is
Wait,
a valid point, but it's different from what I asked you. What I'm asking is, you hold on.
The people that he's calling black in America who are mixed.
I'm not calling them black. I'm not calling them black. That's
Okay, fine.
society
The
calls.
people that Americans call black, right, in America who are mixed, those same people, without changing anything about themselves, are white in Nigeria and colored in South Africa.
Oh, so now you agree with me. Social construct. Thank you.
No. So now
Yes,
we're
yes.
asking you, right? Why do you have to have this for age?
Because like I said, I don't think that age has anything to do with just a social construct, right? I think that it has something to do with your body changing, basically from one state to another due to time. So, an age is
Okay,
based.
wait, I have
Yeah.
a question about age. So in my country, Nigeria, right, adults are, and this is not a constitution, by the way. So the Nigerian constitution says any child who is married is an adult. That's what the Nigerian constitution says. Like I'm not making this up. That's what it says. It says any child who is married is an adult. So you come to Nigeria and you meet a 6-year-old child, and this child tells you that they are married. Is that person an adult or no?
In your culture, yes, but not in mine.
You have to decide, is this person actually an adult or not?
Like I said.
That's different from the question I was asking. So Nathan, my question to you is, what other social categories or categories in general, not just social, can be biological, it can be extraterrestrial. What other categories such that the person, the
Get a
individual
life.
self-proclamation kicks them into a different category?
I just did it. I just did it with race. But you said no.
No, hold on. No. For your race argument to make sense, the person had to change location, right? Move to Nigeria.
Okay.
I'm saying every other variable is held constant. This person
DJ Olive.
and by self-declaration moves into a different category.
Give me an example.
I'm asking you for an example because
I thought I
so
did.
far,
I thought I did, but it wasn't good enough. So I
Get
don't
a
understand the
life.
question. That's what I'm asking you to give me an example.
So the example you gave, the person has to move to Nigeria to then be seen as white, or the person has to, for the example of a girl that is married, or a little girl that is married, it's based on jurisdiction, right? I'm just saying, in society today, are there categories where self-ID is valid outside of
Using Robinhood Gold to get 4% APY
Dear
high yield
God.
cash.
Sign up now.
Are they all this stupid?
Hey, Earl. Hey, Bill. Crypto wasn't for him. He'd steer you clear of the drywall screws when what you really needed were concrete anchors.
That one. The small one, yeah, that one.
When it came time.
Be able to, advocate for, the opposite.
Exactly. And that's over there. That's not at the conference.
Yes, and so what I'm saying is that I think you should be able to stay.
He kicked me. How'd they know?
Don't believe the voice in my head is who I am. But in reality, if that situation really was there, I'd be having. That's the point. They want to tear a family.
If you call somebody a domestic abuser and they're not a domestic abuser, it's up for life. Like, it's up because you try because those type of allegations, like you saying that my baby ain't mine, or you saying that or Kendrick saying that Drake got a hidden child, that's not going to damage your career. Both of them threw shots that in this society as black men know that those allegations can be weaponized against them. Those allegations could be weaponized against them in corporate America to damage their careers. That's the risk that both of them took. Now, that's what I'm saying. I think both of them are wrong in that instance.
I got a question, Isaac.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, no. Both ain't wrong because Drake did it first. So you can't punch me in my face, and then if I shoot you, you try to dictate my response. Like Drake should have controlled his actions, and then it would have never got to that.
Hold on. So to Drake's credit, he said this, and this is another thing too. As a defamation lawsuit, in the realm of a defamation lawsuit, Drake said that everything I said in my rap is facts. He said that. He said it's facts. He goes, that's facts. Everything that I said is facts. No. What I'm saying is. Man. No. Listen, I understand that. Damn, Steph Curry. What I'm saying is in the battle, Drake said everything that I'm telling you is facts. It's facts. all the stuff that I'm saying about him being the domestic violence allegations against him is facts. And then everybody had these little, they had the little video online where the girl was giving the girl was having the podcast episode and she was saying that